Galnet News Digest, 21st of December 3309. We read the news so you don't have to. In this week's news, Seo Jin-Ae meets the Simguru. A lot of commanders can't buy the modules they unlocked. And we compare this year's presents against Sandra Corr's last year and the Winking Cats from the year before.
Mystery surrounds today's meeting between the Thargoid whisperer Seo Jin-Ae and Simguru Pranav Antal, the head of the Utopia commune. Last week, the Simguru made a public appeal for former test subject D2 to meet with him to discuss a new analysis of the blueprints for Salvation's Nemesis failsafe. Utopian neurosmiths believe they may have worked out what the mad scientist formerly in charge of Azimuth Biotech may have done to preserve his consciousness after his body's abrupt termination in HIP 22460 in August last year, after the Thargoids had rather inconveniently failed to die following the firing of the Proteus wave weapon. Following the meeting, which took place today, a spokesperson for Aegis says that Seo Jin-Ae has refused to discuss the matter with them, but confirmed that she has returned safely to an Aegis facility. The Simguru was also tight-lipped about the meeting, saying that he recognised that the former test subject had suffered greatly at the hands of Salvation, and that she had a right to some privacy. He did, however, let slip that Jin-Ae has a plan related to Salvation, and that she believes his consciousness has been preserved inside a Guardian-based machine at a specific remote location. The Simguru then went on to lecture journalists about how humanity's tribalism is a greater threat than Thargoids, and that we risk wiping ourselves out if we don't all learn to get along better. In other news, we still await the release of the tens of thousands of Alliance citizens who have been rescued from captivity aboard the Thargoid Titan hive ships. The Prime Minister announced their imminent release into the Alliance community on Monday.
A variety of unlocked modules have become unavailable to many commanders, according to reports coming in over the past 2 days. Reports say that not only are power play modules such as prismatic shields unavailable in outfitting, but modules unlocked from Guardian and human tech brokers, including the Guardian Frameshift Drive Booster and the Caustic Sync Launcher, are unavailable in outfitting even though the tech broker confirms you have unlocked them. This does not appear to affect everyone, but for those folk it does affect, and who've completed their paper rounds to get into Princess Aisling's good books, they don't want to be told that Aisling is all out of prismatic shields this week and they should come back again next week. There is currently no estimate about how long it'll be before these unlocked modules are once again available.
Commanders have been comparing their Christmas presents from this year's eccentric character Harold Harksing with the presents on offer in 3307 and 8. Harksing is offering the same traditional green jumper that we've been offered every year and the same festive gift bobblehead as last year. In 3307, the Winking Cat offered a snowflake bobblehead instead. Only Sandra Corr's last year gave away a snowman-themed helmet. Every year we get the same festive flak launchers in red, green and yellow. Commanders are reminded that these are not for use against Thargon swarms unless you're a very, very good combat pilot indeed. In 3307, the Winking Cat gave away an Imperial Courier and a Vulture, as well as a luxury cabin, as well as 60 million credits, which is rather more than the 20 million credits last year and this. Harksing's inclusion of an onion head decal is a bit left field, but he has been by far the most generous with paint jobs, offering the red and green Snowfall paint job for 4 ships, the yellow and blue Blizzard paint jobs for 4 other, mostly different ships, and the green and yellow and the purple and blue ice paint jobs for 4 more ships. Possibly the nicest present this year is the Expressway Voyage paint job for the Imperial Cutter, which looks really good and is probably worth becoming a prince to try out. If you haven't already earned your prize, you can pick up your 6 festive gifts at Angel's City in Calhuacan and get the encrypted delivery instructions from the beacon just outside. You earn your rewards by delivering 1 gift to each of the stations, and as a bonus you get to read the polite thank you notes from the recipients, including Jasmina Halsey, the 2-year-old Hector Duval, the author Olav Redcord, and journalist and campaigner Brianna Blanco.
And that's this week's Galnet News. Galnet News, we read the news so you don't have to. Look out for our Review of the Year, coming soon.
Harksing, herald of angel stations, pile of cash and flat launch thing. There's still time to get these presents, festive decks and unconnected onion head decal for your ship.